Hey there, Aries. Welcome to reading for mid-August 2023. Let's see what's going on for you here. You have this corridor card, and you also have this freedom card. We are in a time of freedom. All the energy in Taurus is all about freedom. Literally, Uranus and Taurus is about setting yourself free, and that's an oversimplification. This is Chris's crappy astrology here, just so everybody's clear about that. But for the most part, Uranus and Taurus is about freedom. Also has of course we have Jupiter and Taurus as well, but all this Taurian energy is about values as well. And you literally have the card of value right here, the Nine of Pentacles. So, anything you can do to bring more value into the world. This could be, sharing your information, just having a positive attitude, pretty much anything will lead to a lot more freedom in your life, or will lead to a lot more success. I do feel like you're kind of marching towards something. You have this corridor card here. I'm going to show you in just a minute. And there you go. You have the Two of Wands as well. You're about to make change. Every single reading I've done for you, Aries, for like the past, 2 months at least, has been, it's like you're taking something to the next level, really. It's quite simple. I'm actually not going to talk much about it in this reading unless there's something important that comes up, because I feel like this is just, I say it every single reading. I'm kind of sick of saying it as well, but it's like you're leveling something up, and for a lot of you, I do feel this is financial. So we're going to try to come up with some different advice. And sorry, this is a new deck, and new decks just stick to the table for whatever reason. But here you go. You have this freedom card and this corridor card. It's like you need to get down to that door that you see in the background there, kind of. And it's like you're on your way. I feel like you're kind of one foot in front of the other right now. I do feel like making more... I feel like decisive action, it would be very important at this time, meaning, if you're going to do something, just make a decision to do it, whether it's right or wrong. You might make some mistakes along the way, but sometimes, I know this is kind of like a little bit of an oversimplification, but if you have a hard time making decisions, sometimes the best solution is to just be decisive, is to just make a decision, right? And then just become a person who makes decisions, whether right or wrong. We all make mistakes, right? And I kind of feel that here for whatever reason. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Two nines to me represents newness, so I do feel that there could be something new coming into your life. It's like but I would just say it's a new beginning. I feel financially, this doesn't even have to be like you quitting your job or anything. As I've said to you a million times in the past, and like I just said at the beginning of the reading, if you are making a change or leveling up in some way, it's like you're getting a raise or a promotion, or if you have a business, maybe you're adding on some services, or you're doing something different to make more money. Same thing if you are retired. Again, you could be doing anything. You could be like moving somewhere that's like cheaper, so then you are technically making more money if you move somewhere cheaper, right? Because then you're saving more money. And so it looks to me like this is some sort of like level up, or kind of expansion that's going on here. I do also feel that you are kind of like on this independent streak here. So, a lot of you could be finding yourself just, focusing on your own independence. You have the Nine of Cups as well. I kind of just have feel-good energy here. So, I feel like you're feeling good. I feel like there's abundance coming in for you. I feel like you're kind of also matching the energy of the things you want. There you go. My phone just buzzed, and it's on silent. So, there you go. But I feel for a lot of you that this could be you kind of matching with the energy of the things you want. And again, that's all we need to do right now to manifest. You have the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups is a card of focusing on what your heart wants. Again, anytime I feel this Taurian energy in the astrology, or like in a reading, which I do feel for you, you're born right next to Taurus, so it makes perfect sense that it would be, kind of affecting you on a deeper level. But whenever I feel this, the Queen of Cups comes up, and, that Taurian energy is kind of very heart-based, or, it's not really heart-based, but it's like needing to follow your heart. I think we need to follow our heart right now. Let's put it that way. And she definitely values her heart. She values how she feels about things. So I think the more you follow your heart, the better with this energy. But let's see. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Lovers. Definitely could be, I feel some of you could be going from independent single to being in a relationship here. The Six of Cups does not have to be a person from the past. Could just be a soulmate that's coming in for you. So if you want love, this looks good. Again, I also feel a lot of you are trying to make a decision on something. You have this undecided card coming up next. So we're going to look more into it. But the Lovers was traditionally a card of being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. And I feel like you are trying to do that. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles. This could be good news, could be an earth sign coming in for you as well if you want love. Could be any sign, general reading, but I feel that the the Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness and learning, but you might be trying to learn too much. Like, there's only so much you can learn about a new situation before you have to like get going, and I kind of feel that here. So whatever you're learning about, I would get going. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of people get this as well. I believe we're in a time of resourcefulness where we need to kind of focus on our resources, but that not money. We have to use other resources like our talents, gifts, skills, our abilities, our relationships, or whatever to get ahead in life, to get things going. So make sure you're being resourceful at this time, especially if you're trying to like save money or whatever. Next, you have the self-made card. What do you know? It says you will become rich. You will become successful or rich by your own efforts. Sometimes you must be obsessed in order to be successful. You have this undecided card. It says dealing with fluctuating goals and or income. It's important to stay informed on the shifts that are occurring. Yes, I feel like you need to pay attention, but I also feel that right now I would be careful what people are telling you. You could have people telling you that you need to take a break or that you need to do this, that, and the other thing. But it's like if you're trying to become successful at something, it's, I would be careful of people kind of like getting in the way of your success, and I would make sure that you're focusing on your own success. I do see a lot of success coming in for you. You have the Six of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I just feel that this is you right here showing up in a very strong position. King of Wands, if it wants to focus, puts you in a position of power and strength that allows you to get what you want from the reading because it is you showing up here. He's also kind of like a visionary. He kind of sees the future. And look, right here, we have the Two of Wands with the High Priestess. This is giving me major future focus vibes where you could be having these kind of dreams right here. With the Six of Cups, you could be having these kind of childlike ideas, and I would be embracing those ideas. They might seem childlike, they might seem playful or unrealistic, but those are the dreams that I would be working on right now if I were you here, Aries, especially with this Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can be a card of innocence and nostalgia, but really I feel it's kind of like a card that's saying there's some like playful opportunities that are coming in for you, and maybe you're afraid to take them seriously because they're playful, but but also maybe they are genius. These could be business ideas, could be anything. And I feel you need to kind of like go on the adventure. Even going this way, we go down to the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is showing up in the good stuff. The good stuff, of course, is good. And the Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. But really, it's a card, these people are learning how to fight. They're using sticks, not swords. And so, to me, the Five of Wands is a card of like training or learning how to do something. I also call that card Indiana Jones because to me, it's like a card of going on a crazy adventure to get something you want out of life. So don't be afraid to go on any adventures. You have the Three of Cups here. Three of Cups, of course, is a celebration. I also feel that there are people who can help you. I think I've been saying for months to you, Aries, that I see a lot of you kind of going through personnel changes, as in not personal, but people, as in personnel, like the people in your life. I feel you are making these changes of like who you surround yourself with or like the people that you want to surround yourself with and all this other stuff. You could be surrounding yourself with more positive influences, better situations, things like that. Let's see here. With the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords here. I would be careful of people from the past. I mean, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde this month. I would definitely, avoid anyone who can't let go of you here. You even have the Seven of Swords. Some of you could have been dealing with someone toxic. I would be careful of a person who either left you for another person or maybe you find out that they come to you and then they go to another person and they try to come back to you because that person didn't want them. I don't have a crazy story, like a real flip-flop type of energy here. I would just be careful of it. With the King of Wands, you have the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is your true energy here. The Two of Wands is about taking the lead, and the King of Wands is a leader. He is a visionary. He kind of marches to the beat of his own drum. So I feel that you are in a kind of like a time of really, doing your own thing. And that's what I would be doing here, Aries. With the Three of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. I'm just going to show you here. You have the Seven of Swords twice to the Five of Wands. I would be careful of a past person. They might be bringing conflict into your life, or they could be causing conflict. If you are meeting a new person, you might want to keep it secret for a little bit of time here is what I'm getting, because, maybe they have a person or you have a person that's trying to get all involved here. So definitely popping into my head. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says, believe you are magic. Yes. You have this card that says, you will get through this. Yes. Anything you're going through, I feel like you will get through this here. I do feel it's like a magical time where we all need to believe a little bit in kind of like magical energy. I can't remember who it was, but, I call them Tinkerbell readings because, if you don't believe in Tinkerbell, she doesn't exist, right? So, I feel like you need to believe that magical things can happen, that good things can happen for you, that I feel like you need to believe in lucky breaks and things like that, because if you do believe that, then you'll get lucky breaks or good things will happen for you. And I feel your beliefs are very important. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Swords here. I would be careful of a past person who just can't let go of you here with the Four of Pentacles. For the rest of you, I kind of feel that it's time for you to explore. Especially, I am getting here that if you have been thinking about moving or making a change, I'm not saying that you have to make the move, but I do feel that the universe is saying, hey, if you don't know where you want to move to, or if you kind of just have that itch to make a change, that the universe is saying, well, go exploring, go kind of look and just see what you can find. That it doesn't mean you have to make the change right now or anything like that, but I do feel this right here is kind of encouraging you to at least go explore, adventure, just see new places. You have the Two of Wands, also Two of Wands. Two of Wands is at the top of his castle here. He has a whole world in his hands, and you have the world coming up here. And I feel like it's saying, get out into the world. He thinks he knows everything by standing at the top of that castle, but really, he needs to go have new experiences. He needs to realize that there are different experiences that he could be having in his life if he wanted to, but he has to go and have them. He can't just live at the top of his castle. You have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords, of course, can represent lying, cheating, stealing. I would be careful here of anyone who's put you in a third-party type situation. The other thing I would say, though, is that he has these polka dots on his cloak. And polka dots in the tarot, they kind of represent needing to have more fun or have more enjoyment in life. You also have the Six of Cups as well. So I do feel that doing, more of the things that you love to do is going to be important. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card. Some sort of change here, but it's like I feel like you want to change your financial situation here with the Four of Pentacles, or you're hoping. You can't. This is like a chicken or the egg situation, right? I feel like this is. But here's the thing: is I feel like the universe is saying there's a goal that you want to achieve. But it's like you're saying to yourself, I will start working towards this goal when I get the chicken, is what I'm hearing here. And I feel like the universe is like, no, you have to sit on the egg first, and then you'll get the chicken. And so what I mean by that is it's like you might be thinking I'll start this business when I have this certain amount of money, or, I'll go, talk to this person and tell them I'm interested when I get this certain amount of money, or when I reach a certain level. I feel like the universe is saying no, you need to do things the other way around. I don't know. That's what's popping into my head here. It's like I feel like you're stopping yourself from doing something because you're saying, I need some other requirement. And I feel like the universe is saying, no, you will get that, you will reach that requirement when you make the move first. So there's something here about you needing to make a move towards a goal with the World card. It could be anything. I don't care what it is, love, business, or otherwise. Could be your health, could be anything. So if you're setting certain requirements and you're saying to the universe, I will do this when this happens, I feel like the universe is saying, no, you have to start first, and then we will bring you the resources or whatever you think you need. So get moving. With the Two of Wands, you have the Four of Wands. Set yourself free. Four of Wands is a card of marriage, but really it's a card of commitment. And I feel maybe the universe is saying, when you commit to this goal by getting started, then we will bring you the resources. So it's like you can't have the chicken first in this situation. I feel like it's just like you're sitting on the egg, and I feel by nurturing the egg more and kind of through putting in work or taking the necessary steps, then things will happen. It's like I always use, years ago I moved to Seattle. I don't live there anymore, but when I moved there, I really didn't have the money. My brother and I didn't really have the money, right, to move there, but we did it anyway. And we put everything in, we kind of started doing research. We flew out there and we like learned everything about it and, all this other stuff. We started looking for jobs and blah, blah, blah. And, what I would say here is it's like sometimes I think you have to like get things moving in the direction of what you want, and then the universe will move out of your way. When we moved to Seattle, I started making more money with this channel, which helped support us. My brother, he got a job right away and, all this other stuff. So it's like everything fell into place after we did it. So, I kind of get that feeling here where it's like you have to be 100% committed first, and then the universe will move out of the way. With the Seven of Swords, and people always like to give me some sort of crazy ass example of like, yeah, but if this happens, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, if any of these things happen, you just don't move, right? If something happens, it's like, is that big of a deal? No, it's not. It's like you're making a big deal out of nothing, so just do it. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. Yes, I would be careful. Like I said, I got this feeling of like a past person who is trying to get in the way of something new. So I would be very careful, especially if you've dealt with a flip-floppy, flam person going back and forth, doesn't know what they want. They just keep going back and forth between like, multiple people. I would be very careful of this person, plain and simple. They're spying. Clearly, if you get into a new relationship with a new person, they're going to be spying and they're probably going to try to mess things up. So, keep it quiet. You literally, I didn't even see this in your next row. This is showing up in the area of the good stuff, but it says silence on it and it says no. You have this building card. It says atoms. You're putting all the pieces of the puzzle together here, and all the readings for this month have really focused on manifestation. We do have a Lionsgate portal, that could be why, I suppose, but I think it's a really important time of manifestation. Again, the whole Lionsgate portal thing, trust me, I've been hearing the whole Lionsgate thing for years. Never does anything for me. It doesn't excite me. I'm not even convinced that it's a thing, right? Other than the sun moving into Leo, whatever, great. Great time to focus on your health, sure, and stuff like that, but for the most part, it doesn't get me very excited. This year, it's like the day that it started, I literally saw like every single repeating number on my clock, so many things, right? So I feel like we are in a time of heightened manifestation where we need to try to manifest more. We need to put energy into manifestations. So yeah, I would definitely be doing that here. I would move in silence. I do think it's important that you move in silence at this time. You have the World, the High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. The World, of course, can represent an accomplishment, so I do feel that there are accomplishments coming in for you. There's something specific you want, though, is what I'm getting with this World, especially with the World in the Four of Pentacles. Again, this is a chicken. It's like, yeah, you can have the chicken, but you have to, like, kind of nurture this egg or, sit on this egg or whatever you want to call it. You have this High Priestess. Definitely time to trust your intuition. Every single person has had the High Priestess. It is a very intuitive time, so, I would listen to your inner voice. I would also, don't assume that things are going to go good or bad. I do feel it's kind of weird because what's popping into my head here is, if you get ideas for your business or your career or your love life, it's just try it. Some things will work, some things won't. But I feel like the High Priestess, for whatever reason, is saying that you're going to have a hard time guessing. It's like saying don't just assume that something is going to be good or bad. Actually find out. And I feel you need to kind of make sure you're practicing things, like trying things. I know that's a very general message, but literally in all areas of your life. You have the Five of Wands. Again, this is showing up in the good stuff, so I feel like you've been learning a lot through life, just in general, Aries, and, this could also be leading to success. With the World, you have the Four Cups. Four Cups, I love this card because this is from the White Sage Tarot, and you can see that there's 3 cups pouring into 1 cup. If you do want love, look at this. You go from the 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, to the 4 Cups with the 3 cups pouring into 1 cup. It's almost like you're going from a person who had you in a third party to a person who's equivalent to 3 people, but they're just one person, and they don't put you in a third party. They pour in to the cup, right? And I do feel that if you want love. With the High Priestess, you have the Nine of Pentacles, yes. You have the Nine of Pentacles twice, and again, I think that part of the Nine of Pentacles, it's a card of gratitude and luxuries, so it's a card of practicing gratitude, being grateful for the things that you have, and the High Priestess, can be kind of like a card of, not really manifestation, but let's pretend that she was a card of manifestation. Let's play the pretend game, right? So for all you card Nazis out there that want me to regurgitate the exact meaning of the High Priestess, here you go. This is for you. I'm here to piss you off, right? And what I would say is let's pretend. Let's go to the land of make-believe. She uses her powers of visualization. She has those 3 stages of the moon on her crown. And so it represents the fact that she sees the beginning, middle, and end of every situation she enters into as she wants it to go. She's not using her intuition to do that. She's visualizing. And so I feel visualizing and being grateful will probably attract really good things for you. With the 5 of Wands, you have the world, time to go on an adventure. I'm telling you right now, if you're thinking about traveling, moving, making some sort of change, I would be doing all of those things. We're going to use Mega Deck now to pull 5 main themes, because why not? You have this card that says Joyful Muse. It says Inspiration on it. Again, this is probably why there's so much stuff about adventuring, because it's like if you just stay in your little bubble, then you're not going to find inspiration. It's like when you escape the bubble and you go learn new things, that's where you find inspiration. We are in an inspiring time. In 2024, Pluto will be officially moving into Aquarius. The more inspiration, the better. If you want to be successful, you have to be inspired. You have the 6 of Wands here. 6 of Wands, a card of success and abundance and achievements and victories and being celebrated. Love it. You have this Magician's Sword. It says confidence in your magic. Remember, you have to believe in magic. I feel you have to believe you're magical. I feel like you need to believe in luck. I'm getting a billion things here. Like, I feel like you really need it's really boiling down to like your ability to believe that you deserve things, or maybe your ability to believe that you deserve success or abundance or whatever the case may be. But I really feel you need to believe it. I really feel deep down inside too. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. You have the Queen of Cups. Again, Queen of Cups, how many times did you have her? Like twice or 3 times, I think. Maybe, because didn't you have her somewhere else? Maybe not. But again, Queen of Cups, well, at least twice. I feel like you need to follow your heart. It's really guiding you. You also have this Earth Keeper card here. And so I feel you need to start grounding your dreams in reality, or you need to work to bring things down to earth. But this is a very good reading, Aries. I love where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.